Saturday. I'm Gina Buell coming to you live in the Hive from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, where I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And happy good morning early. We are here very early this morning on a Saturday, so grab your cup of coffee or tea or Diet Coke or whatever is your drink of choice this morning. Hot cocoa would be a good thing for today too. And come stamp with me. Today is the card buffet, and how a card buffet works, at least online, you're just going to make 6 traditional holiday cards. So this is a good time to get started on all of your holiday stuff if you haven't gotten started already. For those of you who will be joining me in person later today, it's a little bit different. So it works just like a buffet would be. As you go to any restaurant or anything, I have the 6 cards that I designed, and you get to pick and choose what you want to make. If you want to make 1 of each card, if you want to make 3 of this one, 2 of this one. So you get to pick, and based on how many you make will determine the charge for that. So we'll be making 6 cards this morning. The cost is $30. These kits will be available to order until Wednesday, November 13th. So mark your calendars for that. So when you guys pop on, say hello, tell me where you're coming from. I'm gonna pull my screen up here and see who's all here this morning. I think I saw Linda from, what did I see? Linda from Manitoba. Angelique is here, and Mary Lemke. Good morning, ladies. I am so happy to have you here. Okay, I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. So, a few things before we get started. I'll kind of show you guys what classes I have coming up and what you can still order, and then we'll get to stamping. I have to make sure I stay on task today because, you know, in-person is coming shortly after this. So, I'll keep things moving, and I won't take up too much of your Saturday, but I hope you're all snuggled in on the couch, like I said, with a warm cup of something and watching me this morning. So what we have for November, I'm doing things a little bit different. At the Autumn Escape, there was talk about me having some in-person, there was interest in in-person scrapbooking classes. So I'm very excited that next week Sunday will be the first time I will be doing scrapbook cages in person. So I'm very excited, and I figure my group is going to be small, so I'm offering 2 classes next weekend. One will be the November scrapbook class, or you can work on the Reindeer Memories workshop kit. Or you can have both here and work on whatever you want. So you have 2 options for that. And the live for next Sunday will be, I believe I'm at 9 o'clock that morning. And then I will do, and that will be for the Reindeer Memories class. And then I believe the following Wednesday I will be live with the November scrapbook page. So, wow. So we got Nedra here too. So I'll show you what I've got. November scrapbook page, $24. Kits are available until next weekend, the 16th, to order. And then I'll get them shipped out. $24 plus shipping. Last week, or this past week, Wednesday, I did a gift card class. So I don't know about a lot of you, but I do a lot of gift cards and money and things like that. So we did a gift card class. So I have these 4, here we go, I'll just slide all of this over. These 4 cards. So all of these cards hold a slot where you can tuck a gift card, money, whatever you want, or a little note in there. So this class is available. This class is $20 right here, a little pocket here for our gift card or money. So all 4 of these cards have a place for that. So you can get this class yet through Wednesday the 13th. So reach out if you guys would like any of these kits. And the Reindeer Memories and more. I'm still working on a little bit. It's slow and steady as I'm trying to cut kits and and prepare, but what you will need is the Reindeer Memories Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. And that kit comes, Stampin' Up! Provides, let's say, 6 layouts that you can make with the kit. And what I've decided to do is make 6 alternative projects and 5 cards. So in order to get this class though, it needs to be a $75 order. This kit's a little bit more pricey than the last kit, and that's why the price is a little bit more. And in those kits, not only do you get the workshop kit that you're going to order, and if you already have that kit, that's okay if you have that kit. Sorry guys, I keep flopping the camera up on you. If you have that workshop kit already, you can use your order of $75 and order anything you need. It doesn't have to just be just this kit. It can, if you have it already, that's great. Just add $75 in your cart, and you have to use my current host code. But in the kits, you will also get extra cardstock pieces from me. You will get extra die cuts from me. Anything that's needed for the cards, ribbon, and gems. Plus you get the tutorial and you get the video. Now the video will only be going out to those, eventually it will be a like unlisted video, so you will have to be invited to see the video. That's how we decided we're gonna do that moving forward. So I'll show you the pages for that, and then we'll get stamping. So here is one alternative. A lot of you guys liked last month's October scrapbook class where I took scraps and I made a pumpkin. So it was a perfect opportunity to make a Christmas tree using scraps. So like I said, there'll be DSP that you'll have to cut out of your own kit, but I provide extras also. And you don't see any gems on here. I'm hoping I can get the peppermint gems for you guys to add to this kit, but they've been on back order now for a while, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. So here is one of the alternatives you'll create. Here's another one, and then 4 pictures, I think they're 3x4 pictures, can go in these slots here. And this one. Okay, so we have these 6 pages, and here are 2 of the cards that you'll also get to make. I have 3 more to make yet. Hopefully I'll get those done this weekend. So anyways, that's what we have coming up. So please reach out to me if you would like any of these kits, or if you have any questions along the way about anything that I'll be doing. As always, guys, best place to find me is Facebook. That's the platform that I'm pretty familiar with, and I can, you know, that's where I post everything. So good morning, crazy cat lady. And Facebook, so Glitter and Ink with Gina. Questions, stuff, you can Facebook me, you can email me at ginalbulo@gmail.com. And this is the current host code if you want to place orders. So let's get stamping. So we've got 6 fun cards this morning. Welcome, Connie. Let's see if I can pull these out without making a mess. They're in here pretty snug. We got lots of pieces here. So the first one, good morning, Deanne. The first card we'll be making is this one right here. So we use the snow globe from the Snowy Wonder set, and we brought in some Peaceful Evergreens stamps. We'll do a little bit of embossing. Well, this card was not scored very well. Let's try to redo it here a little bit. That looks better. Okay, so you have your piece of Real Red matte, and we have a strip of DSP to go along the bottom here. We have our little snow globe that's embossed. We have the bottom of our snow globe, and we need to stamp a few pieces here. Okay, so we will be stamping. So the nice thing about photopolymer stamps is they have a little flexibility. Oops. In them. So you can manipulate the stamp to lay exactly the way you want. So as you can see, this could go straight across, but I'm actually gonna manipulate it a little bit. I don't know how well you guys can see that. I'm gonna put it on my block, and then I'm going to just kind of pick it up and slightly turn it upwards, giving it a little curve. So as you can see, it's not completely straight, and it's just enough to kind of go in the same direction as our stand here. Good morning, Patty. And we're gonna emboss this with our white heat embossing powder using our Versamark. I'm gonna start off making a mess right away this morning. How is everyone doing this morning? What are we got planned for the weekend? Anything fun and exciting? I'll be stamping or writing tutorials. So we've used our embossing buddy, and then we'll use our Versamark ink. And stamp it. Susan says she's not getting any video. I think everyone can see me. Everyone's been popping on and saying hi. Let me know if there's a problem with the video, everyone. Susan, let me know if you can end up seeing the video. Now the reason we use the embossing buddy is it has, like, I don't know, some people said it's cornstarch. It helps remove any oils or anything extra residue off of your paper, so your powder only sticks to your ink versus any oily spots or sticky spots that were there. So I'm going to heat this up with my heat tool. Okay, so you guys are saying the video is fine. Angelique, you're working on cards. Making cards for your mom as a Christmas gift. I always think making cards and putting it in a cute little box is a great gift giving. I'll do that as stocking stuffers sometimes. I'll put a few cards, or just somebody you don't know what to get for, but you want to get them a little something. Cards are a perfect gift for that. Especially, I feel like holiday cards, or, you know, birthday cards. Everyone can use those type of cards. Birthday, you know, I shouldn't say everyone uses Christmas. Not everyone celebrates Christmas, but there's a good majority, or thank you cards even, are a great thing to have. Okay, so we'll set that all aside. Then I'm going to bring in this tree set here from Peaceful Evergreens and the small tree here. Angelique, your mom loves it. I know, I just think it's a great thing, and plus they're showing off your talent too. So keep up the work. And I'm just, instead of using a block, I'm actually going to just put this one on a block, because we're going to stamp this on the inside. But this one I'm actually going to leave just on my table here. The great thing about this glass mat And then what I like to do, because this is a cling stamp, sometimes it's hard to line things up. So what I like to do is I just line it up, and I use my fingers, the end of my fingers, to kind of place here on my stamp as kind of my guide. And then I'll put a finger down here in the middle like that and press down. And there you go. Okay, and I'm going to bring in my inside also, because we're going to work on that too. There we go. So for the most part, they turn out pretty good when I do it this way. I just find it's just a little bit easier to do it that way. So we have Love and Joy on the outside. So hoping this season is bright and beautiful. So does anyone have snow where you are? Just curious. We've had unseasonably warm weather. It's been kind of surprising, and I'm not going to complain at all by any means about any of it. Deanne, you're saying thinking of you cards too. Absolutely. Nothing like getting a card in the mail to cheer you up when you're just having a downtime or you have surgery, anything like that. So with my trees here, I stamped them full strength, and then I slid it over a little bit and stamped them second strength. And that way I created a little bit of a forest here. And then we'll bring in our real red. And stamp on the inside. There we go. Oh, that's so sweet too. You do a pack for your neighbors as Christmas gift. What a great idea. And it's a great way to just say hello. How many of us have lived next door to neighbors? I know I have, that I've never even met. And it was kind of crazy in our old home. Not necessarily the best of neighborhoods. And we had a family across the street. She stayed in her backyard. I stayed in my backyard with our kids. And we lived there for almost 10 years before we met. And our kids are very close in age. And then they became really good friends and stuff. But, you know, it's just a great way to meet people. Okay, so our inside is all done. We'll adhere that. No snow yet in Minnesota. Well, thank goodness, because if you had snow, I'm sure it would be coming our way. I mean, I do like snow for Christmas. There is something magical about having snow for Christmas. I guess I've always had snow growing up for Christmas. Being, born and raised here in Wisconsin. Growing up, we were kind of, I guess, the Griswolds growing up as far as Christmas decorating goes. And we always spent Thanksgiving weekend outside putting up Christmas decorations and, taking hot cocoa breaks and complaining that our fingers were falling off and things like that. So, okay, so I adhered my strip down at the bottom of my embossed real red piece. Okay, now I am going to bring in my tear tape and wrap my ribbon around. So you have two ribbons for this card. One is this white frayed ribbon. Good morning, Polly. Any snow there in North Carolina? I'm sure snow is the last thing you guys want to think of after just having some hurricanes come through. Okay, and then I will use my scissors here and take my chair tape off. Then you have some of this baker's twine. How many of you love baker's twine? I absolutely love baker's twine, and I love like the real red and white combo. I think for the holidays, I wish they would do it in green and gold and silver. It's just such a nice touch. And we're just gonna go right over our ribbon that we have laid down already and go over the center of it and lay it down. Okay. Then we can adhere this to our card. Looks like my ribbon's a little crooked. Oops. There we go. Okay, so now we're gonna bring in our snow globe. And of course, we're gonna pop it up because what else do we do, right? Okay, so we're gonna pop this up. I probably have more dimensionals on here than I need, but that's okay. So I just laid my black piece down just to see, make sure I have things kind of centered over the top there. No snow there, beautiful sunny day. I think for the most part, I don't know that we're gonna have a lot of sun, but I think the weather is supposed to be decent until tomorrow. I think tomorrow we have rain coming in. So I know my husband has a big list of outside stuff to do, so I think he's hoping to get that stuff accomplished. Okay, we're gonna put our trees here on with glue, just regular liquid glue here. And they're gonna go like that. They're not gonna meet up to the bottom, but that's okay. They're off in the forest, deep in, far away there. And then we use this beautiful Granny Apple glimmer paper. How many of you got this glimmer paper? I love having glimmer paper, especially for holiday cards. And I know Tyler appreciates that the glitter doesn't go all over everything. Okay, and we're gonna adhere this. Now, if you don't have these stamps at home and you've got these kits, that's okay. You could take a sponge and color those all green or dauber or whatever. And the same thing goes for the big tree. Okay, and then we'll pop him up. Angelique, you love the glimmer paper. You're my kind of girl. I love glimmer paper. Everything needs just a little bit of sparkle, right? And we're gonna put that in the center like so. And we have this adorable little star. And we'll adhere that. Rainy there in Sioux Falls. That's probably the rain that's coming our way tomorrow, Mary. Okay, so next thing we got to do, adhere our bow. So I've got a double bow here. Make sure my tails are laying good here. We'll grab another glue dot. And just place that off to the side here. Cut our tails a little bit. And depending, I only had so many in each kit. So some of you are going to get gold, some of you are going to get white snowflakes. But we have these beautiful snowflakes that we can place around our snow globe. And there we go. We have card number 1 all done. Isn't this pretty? I just love this little snow globe. And it looks like my tree's crooked, at least according to the camera, it looked crooked. So maybe it's my black piece, I don't know. But there we go. First card, all done. All right, I want to know who's ahead of the game and has their Christmas cards done already? Who's got their Christmas cards done? Anyone? Thank goodness for classes. Mine get done that way. Okay, our next card will be, oh, this little fun fold here. Okay. So I got lots of little pieces with these cards. So we have a little fun fold here. So it opens like this and then opens like this, okay? So this is our card base. This is cut 4 1/4 by 11. And then I scored it at 5 1/2, and then I angled one of the ends here. And then I have a piece of DSP here that I cut at, I believe, 5 1/4 by 4, and then I just cut from corner to corner and cut a diagonal. Now, depending how you cut your piece will depend on how your piece of DSP goes. This one I cut opposite from what I did from this card. So all you have to do is flip your fold over. I think I did them all right for my kits, but I kept this one aside for me. And so this card's going to be going the opposite direction of my other card, which is okay. So this one's going to go like this versus opening like this, okay? So it's just opposite, which is okay. Mary, you have a few more to do, but you've got a good start already, it sounds like. So good for you. I'd probably be panicking December 1st going, I don't have any cards. Well, I've got cards for class, so thank goodness. Keeps me on task a little bit. Okay, so there we go. There's our first piece together. And then you have a piece of 4 1/4 or 4 by 5 1/4 of white embossed with the snowfall sky, I believe it is. And we will place that on the inside of our card, like so. Okay. Now we're going to start working on this outside piece here. So you have a piece of white here, and I am going to stamp my pieces. So we have some trees, and you don't have to stamp these. They can go just the way they are. Your snowman, you could just put some eyes and a nose on. So we got 2 trees, our hat, our snowman, and our present, and it all comes from the Snowy Wonder stamp set. Isn't this stamp set cute? I just love it. Okay, so we are going to stamp Let It Snow on the outside. And we're using Poppy Parade. Now, a few years ago back, I think I said this on my video on Wednesday, they came out with, I think it was called Santa Signs, and they had Poppy Parade and Pool Party as a combination. And I will tell you, I love it. I love this color combination. And it's just a little bit different than your traditional, I don't know about some of you, but I get a little tired of just green and red, so I like to shake it up a little bit. So it's really nice to use a little bit different colors. Okay, we got our tiny little present here. Once again, I'm just gonna, even though this is photopolymer, because it's so small, sometimes it's hard to see in the block. So I just do it like that. And we're gonna bring in our snowman and our memento. How many of you are doing Thanksgiving cards? I would love to know that. I think I've got Christmas cards to send out to customers and things like that, but I think this year, if I can get my act together here, because we moved this year, I was thinking about taking a picture of my family in front of our fireplace and kind of sending out Thanksgiving cards this year instead of Christmas cards to family and stuff. Something a little bit different. I do like to send a photo card because so many family members live far away and they love to see how the kids have grown and things like that. So I think that's what I might do this year, but I probably need to get going on things. It's crazy how fast November kind of creeped up on us. Oops. So now we have our trees. I'm going to bring in my garden green. And there's 3 different trees in here. And like I said, if you don't have these stamp sets, that's okay. These die pieces are fine all on their own. So 1 tree, and I'm very excited to play with the scrapbook kit workshop for this set. That will be December's workshop. Well, I didn't put that one down very good, but that's okay. Okay, I think we have all of our stamping done. And I have inky fingers. And I'm just going to bring in my pumpkin pie marker and color his nose. Oh, and we're going to put some snowflakes on here. I don't know if you can tell that much online, but I stamped off so you can see a few of the snowflakes. They're not very bold. You could stamp them full strength if you want, and you can use any snowflake stamp that you have at home. And we're going to bring in Pool Party. So what's everyone's drink of choice in the mornings? Are you guys coffee drinkers? Are you soda drinkers in the morning? Hot cocoa? What do we like to... What do we like to drink in the morning? I am a green tea kind of girl. Sometimes I add a little bit of creamer to it. Okay, so we have that all done. And then you will have a piece, a little white strip here of white. This little strip of white is about 1 inch and it goes across like this. And all I'm gonna do is tear it and make a little bit of snow hill. And I'm actually going to glimmer it up because my snow is sparkly. I like to have sparkly snow. We'll adhere this to the bottom. And I've been asking this at every class. What is your rule of thumb for putting up your Christmas tree, Christmas decorations? What does everyone like to do? Do you wait till Thanksgiving? Do you like to get it up early? What do you guys do? My kids actually surprised me last weekend. My 2 younger ones, Bella and Landon, and they put up decorations outside while I was here at a meeting, and so that was really fun to see. So we're gonna put our snowman on like so. Of course, we popped him up, and I feel like he needs a little bit of sparkle too. Okay, and then we have this adorable little hat. And I like to put it on crooked just because I think it looks cute that way. And we're gonna kind of tuck our big tree kind of next to our snowman here. And then we'll take this tree and our present and we'll pop them up here in the front. There we go. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. Okay, so now we're going to adhere this to the front of this piece here, our extra flap. Okay, and we'll stamp our inside piece with Season's Greetings. And we will stamp a tree on the inside. And I love the boldness of Poppy Parade too. Just looks so bold. All right. Oops, I gotta open my case here in order to clean my stamps. Okay. So when I'm in a hurry and I know I'm going to use the stamps again, I just use my stamp case and lay everything out. I do this when I'm creating like for an escape, or if I did swaps or anything like that. This is just my quick go-to. Stick it to the outside of my case and makes it nice and easy. Okay, so we're gonna adhere this to the inside piece here. Okay, so now this is our front, this is our back. We're gonna glue this to our white piece. And I like to put my triangle piece in when I do it to make sure that I have this adhered right, to make sure that my card closes. If you get this too much in the inside, this piece won't close right. So we got that. And then I had a few little iridescent gems. I thought they looked kind of like snowflakes, so I thought they would be fun to put on our card. And I'm actually going to stick these kind of just in some of the snowflakes that we stamped already. So there we go. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? I just love it. So then your card opens like this and like this. And like I said, depending how you cut your corners, then you end up like this. So just beware that when you get these card kits, match up your triangles and get things folded. So all you have to do is, if this piece doesn't line up, just flip it around, okay? So there we go. Card number 2. So is this putting everyone kind of in the holiday spirit? Are you guys feeling it yet? Or are you guys like, it's too early, we're waiting for Thanksgiving here? Okay, card number 3. Look at this guy. I just love this little reindeer set. He's so cute. And it was so fun to play with the workshop kit with this guy. So, and of course we're using Granny Apple Green, which, you know, isn't what you would normally think of as a traditional green. So I love having a little bit brighter and bold colors for the holidays. So what we did here, get all my pieces together. You have an embossed piece of red. I don't know about all of you, but I love, love, love the plaid folder. Absolutely love it. So you guys are getting a lot of this, but I love it. So we've got a mat here, and we've got a piece of, I believe this is, let me look at my card here, 3.5 by 5, okay? And I'm going to show you guys how I did this piece here. So what I did was I took my ruler, and I've already marked it, but maybe I need to mark it again, so, because I can't see. I take my pencil, and I'm going to take 2 inches from the bottom, make a little mark. And now I'm going to do 2 inches from the top. And make a little mark, okay? Really easy. So you can get 2 cards out of this. Then we're gonna bring in our cutter. Now, depending what piece you get out of this kit, one piece is gonna go up here or one piece is gonna go down there. And that's just because that's how this design is laid out. And you'll see that in a moment. So I'm gonna find my 2 pencil marks. One is right here and one is right here. And I am just gonna cut it right there. So you have a piece for the top and you have a piece for the bottom. So depending on what kit you got, some of you got the top, some of you got the bottom. And normally I would say, oh, you could just flip it around and do that. But with this design, you're gonna have upside down presents. So, you know, some will get on top and some will get on bottom. So quick and easy way to, you know, use your DSP and add, you know, I like the diagonal line on there like that. Okay, so we'll bring in our bone folder. Mary, you love this set also, but at first you thought you weren't going to buy it, and then you saw the beautiful creations out there. It is a cute deer, and I love the fact that this deer is really simple to put together. At first I looked at it and I'm like, oh goodness, we're going to have to cut out, you know, a dot for the nose and a dot for the eyes, and it's going to be, you know, trying to put those little eyeballs in there, and it's not. It's super, super easy. So, okay, we have our plaid. We're going to adhere our piece of DSP. And so many really cute pieces to the die set too, from presents. I think there's trees. I forget. There's so much. Oh, there's the round circle that has greenery coming out of it. Lots of really cool things. We're gonna bring our frayed ribbon in again. Put some tear tape on one end. And we'll take and flip this over. Like so. Okay, so now we can adhere this to our card base. And Angelique, this is definitely one of your favorite embossing folders. I hope they carry it over and don't get rid of it, because I love it. Oops, here we go, my ribbon. Okay. All right, hands aren't working so great, but that's okay. We're gonna bring in our tag, and I am going to stamp. This is from the reindeer set. Isn't this cute? I love these little jingle bells, and they have jingle bell dies, so I think those were really cute that they added too. And I'm gonna put Christmas is better together. And we will stamp this on the very bottom of our tag. And then we have this little bit of snow here. We're gonna bring that in, and just like we did with the last card, place a little bit of blue snowflakes for our background. But I'm gonna bring in balmy blue this time. Oh gosh, yes, absolutely. You have 8 great grandchildren, Mary, and yes, this little deer set or the little snowman set are perfect to make gift tags or anything like that. So I'm just stamping off. And I turn my stamp as I go around. There we go. So we filled our tag up. And now the deer. The deer is only 3 pieces, so really simple to put together. So we have espresso, that's 1 piece. Then we're going to take our white, and that one goes next. And if you look on Pinterest, somebody put out some examples of all sorts of different color combinations that they used for their deer, from different browns to even some pink in that. So they did some really neat combinations together. So go check it out there. And then we're going to use our crumb cake over the top. And that's how easy this deer is to put together. You know, sometimes some of the stuff that we have is a little bit tedious to put together, but I love that this deer set was so easy to do. Okay, so now we have our wreath. So in that pack of glimmer paper comes Granny Apple Green and Garden Green and Real Red. So it's a nice pack to have, and honestly, I didn't even notice it in the catalog for a while. It's one of those that stuck out to me one day. I was like, what is that? Glimmer paper. Okay. So now I put my wreath right about here, I think. Oh, maybe a little bit lower. Okay. I think it's time to go through and clean off my sticky scissors there. They're getting pretty sticky. And then this deer fits really good tucked right in here, like so. Oops, I took the dimensional right off with it. There we go. Isn't he cute? Oh gosh, I just love him. Okay, so we're gonna pop up our tag here. And put that on, like so. Then we have this cute little glimmer bow that comes in that set. And I like to stick mine off to the side like that, but you could definitely put it wherever you would like. And then we have a double bow here. And we're just gonna put that. I know some people were like, oh, I don't know if I like these tags or labels because they each have a hole in them. I forget the name of the set, but many a times you can take that hole and cover it up. I've used the different labels in the set as just regular old labels. I've just covered them with ribbon or a gem where I didn't want necessarily the whole showing, but they make beautiful tags. I know I've done like this stuff sideways and I've put some ribbon there or a gem, and you wouldn't even know there was a hole there. So yeah. And then I have 3 rhinestones right here, and I'm gonna bring in my blend. And I think I ended up grabbing cherry cobbler, but you could use real red also. It's just what I grabbed. And I'm gonna take these and add these right to our wreath. So I'm gonna put it there, there. So our wreath has a few berries on it. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, so now time for our inside. What did I do? Oh, okay. We're gonna bring in May All Your Days Be Full of Cheer, and Real Red. And then there's this really cute little tree. I don't know what it is that I love about this tree, but I think it's so adorable. So look at this tree right there. And the nice thing about the dies is they cut out this deer and this deer. Like I said, there's individual bells. There's a die for this. There's dies for all these little extra pieces. So I love that Stampin' Up! Does that. And there we go. So we'll adhere this on the inside. And we will have card number 3 done already. You guys waking up yet? I don't know what time it is where everyone is, but it is 9 o'clock here, so we're doing pretty good on time. So there we go. Card number 3 done. Very, very cute. Love this set. Lots of stamps going on. So what's everyone's favorite, anyone have a favorite stamp set out of the catalog? Okay. We're gonna do a really easy card right now, but I think it is so cool. Okay, this card, and once again, a little bit different traditional colors. Poppy Parade in here with a little bit of Calypso Coral, and we got some shaded spruce and some white glimmer paper. Now the white glimmer paper came out with the translucent florals, so there's like berry, maybe old olive, and then this white glimmer paper here. So really cool. And then, so we have all of our pieces here. Now, this plaid piece of paper here is from the Snowman set. And what I did, not only was it just plaid paper, but I took that plaid embossing folder and ran it through with this. And I really feel like it makes this DSP really come to life. It really makes it, you know, pop out and stand out. And even though the lines, you know, the line design and the lines from the embossing folder don't match up, but it really works, and it just gives this paper a whole new dimension to it. So really, really fun. Oh, Mary's loving a lot here. She loves the deer set and the Snowy Wonder. I love them both too. I think they're both really cute. But I also love the Evergreen set. That's the set that I first, like, when I looked at the catalog for the very first time, that was the first set that called out to me. And maybe it was the DSP, that little bit of gold, that richness with it. Sherry, yours is the reindeer set, and Angelique, yours is the wintry treetops. I don't think I have that one. Which one is that? Okay, so you have a shaded spruce mat, and I did all my die cutting out of here already. You're going to lay your piece of DSP over the top of your shaded spruce. Oops, I got a little close to the edge there. I got a little glue happy. Okay, so we're gonna lay this down. Okay, then you have a piece of this really pretty shaded spruce ribbon. That's gonna go along the center. And then we'll adhere this to our card base. Does anyone have a favorite holiday color combination beyond just the green, red, and white? Does anyone have another fun color combination? I also like a color combination like Melon Mambo, Azure Afternoon, and maybe a yellow with it, or silver with it, or purples. Put different purples together to create. I know, Angelique, you would love oh, okay, Angelique, the wintry treetops. So I actually don't have that stamp set, but I have the DSP. It's the one with the birds. Okay. All right. So here is our card so far. And then we used a die here. And then what I did is I kept, in the kits, I kept your die cuts actually in here, and I used a piece of removable tape so that we didn't lose the top of your eye. Okay, so you're gonna bring in your shaded spruce. So this is your shadow for your words. So we're gonna pop our Christmas out. So just be careful when you're around that eye area so you don't lose your dot. Now another thing you could do is use the dimensional sheets and make this into like a sticker and have it popped up. So that's another option for you. Okay, and then I'm gonna put a tiny little dot right there for my eye. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay. So now you have Christmas on here. We're going to center this right on here, and we're going to cut a bunch of dimensionals. You Love Fresh Freesia Blackberry together, and Pretty Peacock and Blackberry Bliss. Oh, that's a good color combination, Angelique. Blackberry Bliss and Peacock. That would be kind of like using the, is it the Regal Florals that came out with the holiday catalog? Where they've got some of that blackberry and peacock and wild wheat and colors like that together. But I do like the idea of Pretty Peacock and berry together to make, like this card here would be a perfect card for those kind of colors. Okay, so we're going to put our Christmas in the center, pop up our label, Sherry, you like red, white, and gold. I would agree. I am very much, I lean more towards gold than I do silver. That's just my personal preference. There's something about gold that just, I don't know, brings an elegance to a lot of things. Okay, so now we have, uh-oh, did I forget a stamp set? Oh, no I didn't. Okay, we're gonna take Mary out of the Peaceful Season, and it's the Peaceful Season labels. That's what this goes to. And we're using Poppy again. I didn't realize how much I used Poppy until I'm putting all these cards together right now. Okay, so we got Merry Christmas. And this is on some Petal Pink. So we're gonna bring in our holly. Now this holly is the one from the reindeer set. We're gonna bring that in, and we're gonna glue this one down. Tuck it in like so. How many of you like blues together for Christmas? Our friends from Utah, she is actually talking to me, like she helped me do stamping, and she helps cut kits with me and stuff. And when I was designing a card, she's like, we were talking about flock trees and colored flock trees. I guess that's a really big thing out in Utah, is having these flocked trees. And I thought, I've never seen such a thing. I've seen your basic white flock trees, but does anybody else have flock trees in different colors? So she says that's really popular out in Utah. So we've got our Mary over here. We'll put our little berries. So that's another question too. Do you guys real tree, artificial tree, flock tree? What does everyone like for their Christmas trees? So there's the front of our card. And I had some gems, but I don't know where those gems went. So there's no gems right now. So on the inside, we'll put wishing you all the things that warm your heart and lift your spirits. And then I used some hollies. I'll bring in the hollies from the reindeer set. We'll bring in our shaded spruce. Kind of go off to the corner like that. And we'll take our little berries here. Like that. Isn't that cute? Put that on the inside. So really simple card, but really pretty. It could be done in so many different colors. So there we go. Card number 4 done already. Okay, clean up my mess. Sherry, you do just a traditional tree. Nothing wrong with that. That's what I have. We have artificial trees. We have multiple trees, which will be fun to figure out this year, where we're going to put things in that. In our old home, we had a 12-foot tree, and my kids really want the 12-foot tree out. But we have a tall ceiling in our front entryway, but where we would put it would actually... kind of, it would take up our front closet space, and we kind of need our front closet space. So I don't know what we'll do. We'll see. But I have room to put a little Christmas tree in my bedroom too. So does anyone put a tree in their bedroom? Just curious about that. Okay. So we have a crumb cake card base. This is our card we're making. Kind of like we're just making a little bit of a Christmas present. So here's our Christmas box with a little label on it, or a Christmas ornament, and with a little bowl. So very simple. These were the gold gems that came with this set. I didn't have any in stock, so we're going to use some glimmery ones instead. Really easy card again. Crumb cake base. So these labels are part of the Peaceful Season dies. So the little Mary that we used right here and this label are all part of those dies. Okay, so we're gonna stamp on this first, and I liked it as a diamond. If you don't want it as a diamond, you can make it a square if you want, but I liked it as a diamond. It offset it a little bit. So I was going to use something different, but I really like how Christmas is Better Together fits in there. And we're going to use Pretty Peacock. go. We have a piece of cherry cobbler. We're going here, isn't this DSP beautiful? Now you could put the gold on the bottom. You could put the gold on the top. I like putting it on the top because I feel like it's gold raining from the sky a little bit. So we'll adhere it that way. And then adhere this. So, and really pretty, if you didn't like the gold on there, you could just flip it over and use this beautiful side too. That's the hard part with using some of this DSP sometimes is, oh, I can't glue it down yet, guys. I'm making a mess for myself. So what I'm gonna do is take this piece here and I am going to cut it in half. I got talking and I got ahead of myself. So what I do is I stick it through these little holes like this, and then we'll wrap it around the edges. But first, we need to put it on. All right, I gotta slow down this morning. I'm ahead of myself. Okay, so we're gonna put our ribbon on first. And I did it this way more or less just to save ribbon, as we can't get some of this stuff right now. Some of it's on back orders, so this was me trying to save ribbon. I might have made it more complicated for you guys, but it doesn't have to be, I promise. I'm making it look complicated, that's all. Okay. So we got our two pieces that we cut. We are going to take our pop-ups that are hiding underneath. We'll adhere it to our square. Like so. I'm going to pop up our square now. And then I'm going to grab two pieces of tear tape here. And put them on my ends so I can just wrap it around. And try not to get glue everywhere. So I'm going to put my square on. Like that. I'll wrap my ribbon around. Now you can adhere your card. Oh, goodness. Okay, there we go. And then, of course, we've got our bow. We just need to move our tails around a little bit. They're working hard out there already. They're actually, they're out in the garage this morning varnishing the trim for the upstairs craft room. So there we go. And I'm actually going to place a little piece of another glue dot. I shouldn't say a little piece. I'm going to take an actual glue dot and actually put it underneath this piece to keep it down a little bit. So there we go. Really easy. Mary, you're very welcome. I love to goof on screen. I do it all the time. And it just goes to show mistakes happen. You can work with them. And nobody knows that you made a mistake, except I, of course, am broadcasting it for everyone to see. But when you're at home, when you're gift giving these cards, no one knows if you made an oops or you have a, you know, a little tiny piece of ink that you tried to remove. It happens. And I always say that's okay. That's because that's a card that's made with love. And I would much rather have that than a Hallmark card. You've taken the time to put a card together and you designed it, and sometimes in hopes of, you know, someone around you, it inspires you to create, whether it's with their favorite colors or whatever. So so we have these, I think they're called Drury dots. So that's what I've used in replace of the gold ones. And I just love it. It's just so simple, but that gold really makes it look elegant, like Sherry says, just very elegant. Okay, so Christmas is better together, and we will do friends and family are a true gift of, oh, or maybe, what did I do here? No, I'm going to do that. I am going to do the Friends one. We're going to ink that in Pretty Peacock. And then we're going to bring in the bells from the reindeer set. And I should close my stamp set or my ink before I get it everywhere. So we've got these adorable bells, and I am just gonna stamp them at the top of the page like that. Okay. There we go. This is card number 5. So our final card for today brings in Sophisticated Sled. One of my, oh gosh, there's something about winter sets that have like the old-fashioned sled or the you know, the snowshoes and wooden skis and things like that. We had a set like that called Alpine something a few years ago, and I really loved that set. So I love the Sophisticated sled where you've got kind of the old-fashioned sled with the skates and of course some wonderful greenery. So let's get started on that one. This one has lots of little pieces with it and non-traditional colors, and that's what I like about it. So we're bringing in gray granite and I forget what the, oh, I have a little pebbled path back here, but gray granite for your card base. This is the DSP from the bird set, so you got a little bit of a birch look to it. We brought in a little red cardinal with the skates and tied it in with a little red and white bow just to bring in a pop of color. Okay, so this one's a little bit different. It doesn't have the traditional card base, but just a 4.5 or 4.25 by 5.5 piece here. And then we have a mat of boho blue at 5.25 by 4. Okay, so that's going to be the base of our card. Sherry, you've been using the bells a lot in your card. They're so pretty, those bells. And yeah, they're a great, just something to put on the outside, or, you know, even on the outside of your envelopes. Don't forget to do your envelopes, guys. I know that sometimes I forget that. Okay, so we have 2 small strips here. We're going to put those on our ends. Okay, so just like that. Then you have another flat piece here. I believe it's 3.5 by 8, scored at 4.25. Okay, and this piece goes here. Now, I like to off-center it. You could center it if you want, but I like to have it off-centered. That's just me. Okay, so then we have our flap like that, except it's a little bit crooked. There we go. Okay. So now we have our little sled that we'll put together. And I love that when you cut this die out, it also has, you know, that wood texture grain to it already. So when you cut this die out, it comes out in 2 pieces. So you have this main piece here, and then it comes with this little piece that goes right here. Okay, so our sled is put together. Now it's time to put our skates together. So the skates come in three pieces here. So you have your blades for your skate in silver. I got glue on my fingers. Everything's sticking. Okay, and then you have your laces. I'm making quite the mess over here too. Okay, so your laces, I just add a little glue like that. Oops. You guys like how I say that? Whoops. I talk to myself like that when I'm stamping too, guys. So, you know, not just for your benefit. Okay. Then we'll add our bottoms. I hope to this year I would love to find one of these sleds and actually have it by my front door. That's always been something I've always wanted, was one of these sleds, and to hang a pair of skates on it for a decoration. So if I could, I would take this sled and put it right in front of my house the way it is. That's how much I love it. Okay, so now you have a piece of boho blue that's going to go on the front. It's been embossed for you already. And our skates, you have 2 pieces of twine. Mine's around here somewhere, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place a glue dot up through there, but first I'm gonna put a glue dot on the back of my skates at the top. Oh my goodness, everything's sticking to me. All right, and I'm also going to put a dimensional. On one of the skates. Okay. So what I did was I adhered twine to both of my skates like this. So I just stuck it to the glue dots there. And the other skate, I'm just going to use liquid glue. So I'm going to put that skate on here like this. And the other skate is going to overlap it just a little bit. Like so. Oops. I want it a little bit lower. Okay. And I have a little bit extra up there, which is okay. So I put a little bit of a glue dot there. And I'll just cut this part off. We have our greenery. Does anyone participate in any craft shows? Do any of you sell any of your cards or have anything that you create that you sell at any of the holiday craft shows? So we've placed our greenery up through the top on the sleigh. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm so jealous, Mary. Her granddaughter took her old sled that she had when she was a child and decorated it and put it out by my house. And you also hung skates on it. Oh my goodness. That would be my dream decoration. There's something about those old sleds and a pair of skates. Now, I tried to ice skate once in my life. I don't know, my coordination wasn't made for it. I could never rollerblade either. I could roller skate my little heart out, but I don't know if I have weak ankles or what I had, or if I had done enough damage playing volleyball. I twisted my ankle many a times playing volleyball if that did it. So I was never one to really be able to ice skate. Never had any luck with that. Okay, so we have our sled. It's all decorated. We're gonna pop that on there. Now we're gonna bring in our little bird and our sentiment. What do we got? Let's decorate this season. I like that because I feel like that is perfect with this little sleigh. So we've got gray granite for this. One of these times I'm going to stamp it upside down for you guys too. So there we go. And then we've got the cute little cardinal in here. And I'm also going to stamp that one in gray granite, ink it up, and then I'll flip it over. Sherry, you're thinking about it. Your daughter sells at her church, and she would take some cards to sell from me. That would be a really great idea. You could make some sets up and sell them at an event like that. I bet it would go over very well. Okay, so then we have our cute little cardinal. And let's put something on the inside. I would like to put a Merry Christmas. What do I have here? I have Merry Christmas here. Well, this will be probably pretty long, but we're gonna make it work. So this is our inside piece. Yes, it barely fits on here, but we're gonna use it. We're gonna stamp our Merry Christmas. And then we're gonna bring in our red here and stamp our cardinal. And I'm going to let him kind of rest on the word Merry Christmas. So just like that. And you could take your blend and fill him in, but I'm okay with just leaving him like that. Okay, so we'll add this to our inside. Like this. And then we just need to put our sentiment and our cardinal on here. Good morning. Bonnie's here, my little partner in crime.
Yes, I am.
So we just need our label, our cardinal, and this card is just about finished. So I'm actually not going to. I put an extra dimensional on there, and I don't want to do that or I won't be able to open up my card. And we'll cut this one in half and put it on our cardinal. And he's just going to sit right on top, right there. Isn't he adorable? take our glue dot, put our bow, and add some gems. I must be missing mine. Bonnie usually can find it on screen for me. She yells at me through the TV. So here we go. Here is our final card for today. Really cute, simple, but I feel really classic with the old sled. So I'll bring in all our cards again. I got a hot mess over here. She's like, it's always a hot mess. That's what she's saying. Okay, so all 6 cards here today. The cost is $30. You have until next Saturday. I might have said the 13th, but you have till next Saturday if you want to order these kits. Angelique says hi, Bonnie.
Hi.
So you get all 6 cards, $30 for those of you who are doing this online. Like I said, for those who do it in person, they get to pick and choose which cards they want to make. So like I said, this is $30 plus shipping. If anybody would like to add this yet to any orders to save on shipping, let me know. Remember, this is the host code for the month, and please go over to my Facebook page and like and share my videos. That really helps me grow when you guys are sharing my videos, and I really, really appreciate you guys doing that for me because it's helping me grow and it'll help me bring more things to you guys. So once again, I also have our gift card class available. 4 cards for $20, and each one of these, like I said, you can put a gift card or money. This one it just pulls right out. This is probably one of my favorites, is this one, and maybe because I've got this cute candy cane pocket, but absolutely love this one. Reach out if you would like this class by Wednesday. I also have this class that will be in person and online. So this is the November scrapbook page. And of course, don't forget about the reindeer workshop. You guys are going to want to get this kit because it's so much fun. And next month we'll be doing the Snowy Wonder kit, so using the snowman and things like that. So and like I said, you will get to do 6 alternative pages. You'll get extra cardstock, ribbon, gems, extra die cuts, extra embossing, things like that. Here are the bells actually from the reindeer set. This was a tag that was sent in there. This was one of the sticker sheets, and then, you know, we cut out this beautiful greenery. This was a label in there already. So I know they're labeled as scrapbook kits, but they are great card kits also. They come with everything you need. There's sentiments in there. There's cuts like this. You've got regular card, 2-tone cardstock. You've got DSP. So it really comes with everything, and maybe you could just use an additional stamp for sentiments and things like that at home. So even though you're not a scrapbooker, they are great for card making. So we'll have 5 cards in total. I only have the 2 done, and we'll be making these alternative pages. This one is a product-based order though, so you do have to place a $75 order and have this kit with it.
They're super fun.
Yes, super, super fun. So we got this, and you're going to put photos in here. And we've got our tree scraps here. So just like we did with the pumpkin, but we made it into a tree. So that was really fun too. And you'll get ribbon and gems. I don't remember if I said that before. So lots of great things coming your way. And we also have, I have the 3-month class coming up too, along with, we got December will come up really quick here. We'll be doing some stuff before Christmas and some stuff during the holiday week. and we'll be offering some in-person classes during that holiday week while some of you are off. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me early on a Saturday morning. I hope you enjoyed being here and you got to sit cozy on the couch with a cup of cocoa or coffee or whatever it is, or stamp along with me. So I just appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you all for tuning in. As always, reach out if you have any questions about anything I did, or you want to sign up for any of the kits. But otherwise, I think I will see you guys next week, Sunday morning early, 9 o'clock online, and then I'll be in person at noon with our scrapbook pages, so, and our kits. So have a great day, everyone, and I will see you next weekend. Thank you.